Good morning, followers. Happy Monday. It's the Monday after Mother's Day, and before I do anything else, listen to these birds. It finally rained here in Durango. It's been dry for feels like months solid, and these animals are just going off the hook because we finally got some rain. Such a good sign for so many different reasons. We're needing it. It's dry, it's hot, we're starting to get fires, and it's just going to help out with so much things. But anyways, again, it's also Monday after Mother's Day, so I want to wish you moms and grandmas a happy belated Mother's Day. What you mothers do is absolutely incredible. Now that I have a child of my own, I see the extra sacrifices you make for your little ones, and there is no amount of gratification that can be given for or to you in exchange for all you do. So thank you so much for that. On that note, I want to share with you a recent experience I had with a little tiny company out of Michigan called collage.com. For Mother's Day, I bought Christine a blanket, but it's not any kind of blanket, okay? It's a blanket that has photos of her, my son, and I printed on it, okay? One side is a collage of 4 different photos, and the other side is one big family portrait that I added text and a whole bunch of other stuff to, okay? Christine loves this blanket. She mentioned the blanket like 5 times yesterday throughout the day while we were on our hike, and asked me so many questions about how I found it and what the experience was like and so forth. So this little tiny company did so many things right on the sales side of this blanket, okay? From targeting me on Google Ads to being listed on a top 10 best Mother's Day gift ideas blog to offering a 25% discount on an upsell to print on both sides of the blanket to making the purchase process so easy and so simple. They nailed the sales, okay? Not only that, but yesterday when I gave Christine the blanket, the company sent me an email with a simple satisfaction survey. It was like the "Are you happy or not?" faces, okay, with a 60% off your next purchase discount, okay? This was such a smart move on 2 fronts. The first one was timing. They were certain yesterday was the day that I was going to give the blanket to Christine. It was Mother's Day, okay? So to bleed out the satisfaction survey when emotions were highest was an absolutely impeccable timing piece, okay? The second piece they did right was that they are giving me the opportunity to capture a second sale again. To me, before, when I first bought this thing, I anticipated it to just be a one-time purchase. I would have never probably bought from this company again. But because of the awesome feedback from Christine and the incredible 60% discount, I will most likely buy another blanket for her, for my mother, for my grandmother, and probably do it for birthday present or Christmas present. Having me purchase again during a different time of the year, more frequently, okay? So why am I telling you this story? Well, when I was mowing the lawn yesterday, it hit me. This company created sales synergy within their experience that I had with them. And how is it relevant to adventure tourism? Is that as adventure tourism businesses, as outfitters and guides, you can take different components of my experience with collage.com and provide it to your customers as well, okay? I'll go into how each of these different components are relevant and applicable to you, but first, what is sales synergy? Sales synergy is when you make little tiny adjustments to your sales script that, when combined together, has an exponentially large impact on your bottom line. So, for example, last week I shared with you one of my favorite ways to improve profits, and those are through small and unnoticeable changes and increases specifically to your pricing. In the example, I showed you how 5% annual increases leads to a huge increase in your bottom line year by year. Okay? The second is to get customers to purchase customers to purchase more during an upsell. From the collage.com experience, they enticed me to spend more during my initial sale, they offered a 25% discount to print on both sides of the blanket. This convinced me to purchase the second side, the larger family photo with the text, okay? The third is to get customers to return to spend more often. From the collage.com experience, they will most likely get a second purchase from me. Enticed by the wonderfully timed survey, the incredible discount, and the opportunity to provide good feelings to other family members throughout the year. This is awesome because it's easier to recapture a sale from a consumer who's already purchased from you than to try and drum up new sales, new customers. And you're all aware of that. I know you are. So, assuming each of these three initiatives impacts your bottom line by only 5% each, we're not talking big numbers. If each of them impacted the bottom line by only 5% each, then you would assume a 15% increase to your bottom line, right? Wrong, actually. The actual impact is much higher because the 5% compounds on each other. The actual impact that hits your bottom line is often 20 to 30% if you manage it correctly. Manage a 30% boost to your bottom line without capturing a single new customer. It's so doable. That's sales synergy. So, this is all great in concept, but how is it applicable to adventure tourism? So here is how each of the three sales synergy strategies apply to adventure tourism. I thought this up while mowing my lawn yesterday. You can see it's nice, pretty, beautiful lawn, right? So the first one is your increase to pricing. This year is an absolutely great time to adjust your pricing. Everything has changed. Your operations have changed, your consumer interests have changed, and it's known that there's a high demand for domestic experiences, and especially those outside. So to not change your pricing right now is really a self-sabotage. Start with your most loyal customers, do some market research, figure out what interests them, and build your 2020 offerings, your bundles, and your pricing accordingly. The second thing is to get your customers to purchase more during their initial sale. This you guys are already pretty good at. Typically you accomplish it through swag sales, photos, equipment purchases, and so much more. It is usually the stuff that people walk away with after your experience. But right now, it can also be an element of exclusivity. It can be a private couple or small group experience that is attractive to two different types of buyers. Those that usually seek exclusivity and are already used to paying for it, and during COVID-19, those that seek safety. So this is an incredible upsale opportunity right now. The third is to get customers to return to your operation again this year. Hunting and fishing outfitters are incredible at this. You guys have individuals and groups that return year after year. Hiking and rafting outfitters take note from these other outfits and learn from them, okay? The idea that I had while mowing was the exact experience that hit me with collage.com. When a group, for example, gets off the river this summer, when their emotions are high, collect their review right away. Not in an email when they get home, but right at that moment. For those that are over the moon about their experience, offer a rebooking offer for this summer. You can spin it off in so many different ways, such as like a locals discount, a second round discount, a locals deal, so much more. Use the stuff they loved about their experience to bring them back again for a second round. At that moment, give them the opportunity to book a future trip at a discounted price. The catch is the discount is only available that day. Remember, you only need 5% of your buyers to re-return this year in our example, okay? So not everyone is going to accept your offer, and that's okay. You still want to give them the opportunity to say yes. We as humans buy on emotion. So when emotions are high, and when the emotions in particular of your consumers getting off the river, when they're like ecstatic about life, before they even get in their cars, is the best time to recapture a sale from that group, okay? It's especially awesome if you can do this within a small group, 3 to 4 people, because groupthink and excitement, and they're just like, yeah, let's do this again, all right? So capture that sale for another rebooking later in the summer. If you want to, starting to rain on me again, which is so good. I love this. If you want to chat about creating sales synergy in your business, or you want to see how sales synergy will impact your bottom line, hit me up. In a 30-minute virtual meeting, we can think up some creative sales strategies for your business, and we can plug them into my projection software to see how the strategies will impact your bottom line. I am Zeb Smith. Wherever you are watching this, share with me your synergetic sales strategies in the comments below, and stay safe out there.